Hello lovelies, namaste. Welcome to Almond Eve. If you are new here to the channel, my name is Chelsea. This is going to be a lovely, gentle and mindful morning flow as we connect to our feminine energy. So most of the poses today are going to be grounding and hip opening as we balance and connect our two lower chakras, Muladhara and Svadhisthana. This is where our Shakti energy resides. So if you like the sound of that, please come and join me on your mat. And if you have handy, then grab a hold of 2 blocks and I will see you on the mat. So come and find a comfortable cross-legged position on your mat. If you find you start to rock and roll sort of through the lower back here, then come and sit up on a block so that you're not falling backwards into your pelvis. So come and find a nice long spine as you find your comfortable seated position. Hands can just start to rest on top of the thighs or the knees there. And we're just going to begin by connecting to our breath, arriving on our mat and just starting to connect our practice today. So just start to notice your breath, notice the rhythm of your breath and feel the softness and the expansion as you breathe, your natural rhythm. And maybe this is the time to take a moment to adjust your sit bones. Think about drawing the spine nice and tall as you inhale, exhale to relax the shoulders back and down. So on the inhale, we're finding that length, and on the exhale, we're finding some softness while we're still maintaining this posture, so that we can allow our energy to flow more freely through the body. And then I want you to start to deepen and lengthen the breath now. So as we breathe in, I want you to think about drawing that breath all the way up to the top of your head, to your crown. And as you exhale, I want you to think about drawing the breath all the way down to the tailbone. So we're coming to do some spinal breathing. So just in your own time with your own breath, we're inhaling to draw that breath all the way up to the top of the head. And as we exhale, we're drawing that breath all the way down to the tailbone. And you're seeing if you can keep the breath nice and controlled. See if you can keep the breath nice and long instead of sharp inhales and exhales. So nice, long, slow breath in and exhale, drawing the breath down to the tailbone. Yeah, on your next exhale, I want you to think about drawing the pelvic floor up and in. So we're lifting the pelvic floor muscles. So inhale, bring that breath to the top of the crown, and then as we exhale, draw the breath down, and as we exhale, drawing the pelvic floor up and then squeezing the perineum muscles up and in. And then as you inhale, gently start to let go, release that contraction of the pelvic floor, soften the pelvic floor, and then draw that breath all the way back up to the crown again. Good, a couple more times just in your own time. Exhaling, lifting the pelvic floor. Inhale to release. And again, as we exhale, drawing that pelvic floor up and in. Maybe you feel the belly button move to the back body, the lower belly comes up and in. Inhale to release, and one more time. Lift and squeeze. And then inhale to gently release again, coming back to the natural rhythm of your breath. And when you feel ready, just gently start to open the eyes and just find a point of focus on the floor as you adjust your eyesight. And then from here, we're going to inhale, draw the arms all the way up and overhead, creating a nice long spine, nice long arms. You can take the gaze up towards the hands there. And as we exhale, we're folding forward here, bringing the hands down to the mat. Just go as far as what feels comfortable for you. As we inhale, we're going to think about drawing the chest open and forward, nice long spine. And as we exhale, maybe the fingertips creep a little bit further away from you as you fold a little bit deeper into the hip creases there. Again, a nice long breath in. Think about drawing length as we inhale. And again, exhale. The fingertips maybe creep a little bit further away from you. And just as we settle here for our breath. And exhale to soften. Lovely. Next inhale, we're just going to come back up. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to take the right hand to the floor beside us. As we inhale, draw the left arm up and over. Come for a little side bend to the right hand side. Seeing if we can keep the sit bones on the floor. We're going to open our gaze up to underneath our arm there, so we're not collapsing and caving into our chest. We want the chest open as we shine it up to the sky. Breathing in. Feel the softness and opening into the left rib cage. Great. Inhale as we come back up through to center. From here, we're going to switch our legs around. So whatever leg was in front, you're just going to switch them over. And then we're going to inhale, raise the arms up again, creating that length through the spine, through the arms. Take the gaze up between the hands. And as we exhale, come for that forward fold, bringing the hands down to the mat. Breathing in to create that length. And as we exhale, fold and soften a little bit deeper into the hip creases there. Again, big breath in, find that length. Long arms, exhale, find that softness as we reach the fingertips a little bit further away. And just hold here for a breath, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Just start to pad the hands back towards the body as you come and sit up tall. We're going to take the left hand down to the mat this time. Inhale, draw the right arm up and over. Come for the side bend to the left hand side this time. And again, see if we can spin the chest open towards the ceiling there. Breathing in. Exhale it out. One more breath here. Lovely. Come back to sit up nice and tall. From here, we're going to bring the bottom of our feet together in Baddha Konasana or cobbler's pose. So again, you may want to adjust your sit bones here. Maybe you want to shift the hips more forward or slightly back. It's up to you, whatever feels comfortable. Again, we're going to inhale, draw the arms up nice and long. Take the gaze up with us, and exhale, we're going to come for a little forward fold again. Bringing the hands down to wherever they meet on the mat there, creating that nice long spine again. See if we can avoid rounding through the shoulders. We want to shine that heart space open towards the top of the mat there. Breathing in. And if you find you're sitting up a little bit taller, that's fine, as long as you're feeling this lovely stretch into the lower back and into the inner thighs and hips. That's fantastic. As you exhale, maybe soften a little bit more, maybe the fingertips creep away again. Great. Inhale as we rise all the way up. Inhale, draw the arms all the way up to the ceiling, and we're coming for a twist. So we're going to take the left hand and rest it on the right knee there, and bring the right hand down just behind us as we turn our gaze to face the back of our mat there, over our right shoulder. Inhale to create that length through the spine, and as we exhale, maybe we turn a little bit deeper with a little help from our hands. Try not to wrench yourself round though. We're using a little bit of our core muscles here to help spin us round, but a little bit of help with our hands here on our leg and mat. One more breath here, breathing in. And then one more inhale as we reach the arms all the way back up to the sky, come back through to center. And as we exhale, we're spinning now to the left hand side, bringing the right hand onto the left knee there, and then bringing the left hand down behind us, taking our gaze over the left shoulder. And again, think about using our core muscles to help spin us around as much as we can. And then our hands are just there as a little extra support. and maybe a little bit of leverage to gently twist us a little bit deeper as we exhale. One more breath here, and exhale. Lovely. Inhale as we come back through to center. From here, we're just going to cross our legs back over, doesn't matter what way, and we're going to shift our weight forward and come onto hands and knees, tabletop position. Now just bear in mind that wrists are in line with our shoulders and knees are in line with the hips. So we're going to come for some cat-cows, but we're doing it slightly differently today. I want you to bring your focus to the tailbone, and we're going to start and end at the tailbone here. So as we inhale, I want you to think about sending that tailbone up to the sky, and as you do so, you'll find your belly starts to drop, and then the chest begins to peek forward to the top of the mat, and then lastly our head will come up. So this is our lovely cow pose. And then as we begin to exhale, I want you to think about starting from the tailbone again, tucking the tailbone under, and as you do so, you'll find the middle of the back starts to round, the belly button starts to drop to the back body, and then the upper back starts to round, and then your head will naturally drop, and you can look down towards your pelvis. So again, we're going to inhale, starting at the pelvis, drawing the tailbone up to the sky. The belly will naturally drop, the chest will start to gaze forward, and then our head will come up. Great, start from the tailbone, exhale, dropping the tailbone, rounding gently, vertebrae by vertebrae through the spine, shoulder blades up to the sky, our head, chin drops down. Lovely, just do this in your own time. Inhale, moving the tailbone up to the sky, the belly drops, the gaze comes forward. Great, exhale, dropping the tailbone round. And if you are finding this a bit too complicated in any way, as it is a different change, a different way of doing cat-cow, then just come for the traditional cat-cow. That's absolutely fine. We're just starting to warm up the spine, opening up through the back of our tailbone there, our pelvis. Great, move your arm one more time. And next inhale, just come back to a neutral position on your mat there. So from here, we're going to extend our left leg directly out to the side of our mat here. Okay, so the toes are pointing up towards the top of the mat, foot is flat to the floor, leg is nice and straight out, directly out from the side of the hip here. As we inhale, we're going to think about creating some length and pushing our tailbone back ever so slightly, so you'll start to feel a little stretch through that hamstring there. And then as we exhale, we're going to dip our hips back towards our right heel there and towards the back of the mat. Great, inhale, come back up. Great, exhale, dip the hips back again. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower the hips all the way back towards the mat again. One more time, we'll come up. Exhale, shift the hip back again. Great, this time come back to the all four position, but this time we're going to come and sit up off the mat. So release the hands from the mat, come up, sit nice and tall. That left leg is still out to the side of the mat there in gate pose. But then from here, I want you to pivot that left foot out to the side now, and then bend into this left knee there. So we're coming into almost like a side lunge off to the side of the mat. I want you to try and keep your torso facing the top of the mat as well, though, rather than turning to face that left leg. And we're going to bend in, creating this nice 90-degree angle with our left leg there, sinking as deeply as you can in what feels comfortable. Take that left arm and gently press it against the inside of that left thigh there, just to help open up the hip a little bit. We're going to inhale, draw the right arm up and over, come for a little side bend there. So we've got this sort of twisting rotation through the waist, as well as opening up into the side body with the side bend there. Breathing in, exhale, take the gaze up towards the ceiling there, smile. Breathing in again. Perhaps you want to find a little bit of movement. Inhale as you rise up and out of the side bend there. Exhale as we fold into the side bend. Lovely, drawing that belly button into the back body, keeping the ribs tucked in. Great, from there, come all the way back up through to center again. This time we're going to take this left leg and we're going to step it out in front of us and come into a lunge, a low lunge here to the front of the mat. Lovely. So we start to get this lovely, nice stretch on our hip flexors on the right side there, into our psoas, into the quads. Bringing the hands onto that left thigh there. Gently press the hips forward and down. Breathing in, we're going to raise the arms all the way up overhead. See if we can keep the belly button tucked in again. Lovely. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame that left foot. We're going to tuck the right toes under and come into a runner's lunge. Now from here, we're going to pop the back right heel down. And we're going to spin ourselves open to the side of the mat, coming up into a warrior two position here. So we're keeping this lovely bend into this front leg here, into the left leg, making sure the knees drawn over in line with the toes, that the knees not swaying inwards, rather straight ahead of us. Lovely. Keeping the torso nice and stacked, arms come up nice and long, strong arms, but remember to relax our shoulders down. Great, from here, keeping the legs how they are, take the arms up and over, coming into reverse warrior. So right hand comes to the back of the right thigh, left arm and fingers to the ceiling there. Give the fingers a little wiggle if you need to. And then come back through and continue to bring this left forearm onto the left thigh and reach the right arm up and over to the side. Extended side angle. Breathe in, come for a little flow as we move through to reverse warrior. Exhale as we come back through to reverse side angle. Great, one more time, inhale. Find that flow. Great, exhale. Reaching that arm long. Lovely, from there we're going to straighten out that front leg and come to stand. Now I'm just going to turn so you can see me on the mat. Taking the feet nice and wide, you're coming into goddess pose. So from here, I want you to think about lowering the tailbone down, bending into the knees, but bearing in mind that the knees are going over the toes, and again, the knees aren't sinking inwards. If you find that they're doing that, just make the stance a little bit narrower, that's fine. Do what feels right for you. So come on down, squat down, find your goddess pose. Find a bit of movement as well here if you want to. You can straighten into one leg, bend into the other, just move and start to feel that natural flow, that feminine flow opening up within you. You can get your arms involved, start moving side to side. Great. Maybe find some stillness here as we find our goddess pose. Come and bring your hands into yoni mudra. So the thumb and the pointer fingers are going to meet, create this sort of diamond shape here. And we're just going to pop that mudra in front of our lower belly, in front of our chakras, our lower chakras there. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale as we reach the arms away from each other, bending into the elbows. Creating this nice big circle with your arms, bringing the hands to meet down at the bottom again. Again, inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale to open the shoulder blades. And bring the hands together. Sorry, inhale, draw the arms up. Sorry, connect the shoulder blades. There we go. One more time there, lovely. Inhale, rise up, and you can shake the hips off if that feels good for you. From there, we're now going to bend and come into Skandasana. Now, your Skandasana can be here, so we're bending into the left knee, making sure that left knee is going over the left toes there. Again, avoiding this sort of swaying in with the knee. Open up into that hip. Now, your Skandasana might be here, and that's absolutely fine. However, if you want to go lower, you can always go lower. If that heel comes off the ground, don't worry about it too much. You just have a tighter Achilles like me. And then you can either release the hands from the floor, bring the hands to the chest, or bring the hands to, or the fingers to the mat, the floor there for some balance. Breathing in, breathing out. Lovely, from here we're going to pivot around and come back to that low lunge. Lovely. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, draw the hands back down, and from here we're going to send our left foot back, and our left knee can meet the right knee this time. So you're back into your tabletop position. So we're going to repeat this on the opposite side. This time we're going to extend the right leg out to the side now. And then from here, we're going to take our dips back. So exhale as we lower the hips to the mat. Inhale to rise. Exhale, press the hips back towards the mat again. Inhale to rise up. 2 more times. Press in the tailbone up and away from us. Getting that little stretch on the back of the hamstrings there. Inhale to come forward. Lovely. We're going to release our hands from the mat and come to sit up in our gate pose. We're going to spin that right foot out to the side now, and we're going to bend into that right knee this time. We're going to take the right arm as a bit of support, and we're going to press the right thigh and the right arm together there, create a bit of tension. Inhale to draw the left arm up, come for a nice little side bend there, reaching along as much as we can. Spinning our chest up towards the sky. Again, you can come for some movement if you want. Inhale to draw up to center, and exhale as we come back for a little side bend. Inhale to come up. Nice. Exhale to side bend. One more breath here, breathing in, creating that length, opening up into the left side of the body. Nice. Exhale as we rise back up. We're bringing our right leg in front of us now, coming into that low lunge there. Bringing the hands to the top of that right thigh, pressing the hips forward and down again. Feeling that stretch through the left hip flexors this time. Breathing in. Lovely. From here, next inhale, we're going to draw the arms up to the sky, taking the gaze up, keeping the rib cage in. Fabulous. Bring the hands down to frame that front foot. We're going to tuck the left toes under this time, come to that runner's lunge, and then from there we're going to place our left foot or heel down as we spin open and come up into our warrior 2 again. And I'm just going to spin around on the mat so you can see me this time, front ways on. So as we press our feet down into the mat, grounding our feet into the mat, this right knee is coming over the toes there, in line with the toes there. Our torso is nice and stacked. We're not leaning over our knee there, nice and stacked. Arms are up, parallel to our mat. Our chest is open. Draw that energy down through the tailbone. We're going to come for our first reverse warrior on this side. So we're taking the left hand to the back of the left thigh, reaching that right arm up to the sky there, opening to the right side of the body. Exhale, come all the way through to your warrior 2. We're leaning forward, bringing our right forearm onto the right thigh, reaching the left arm up and over, creating that length through the opposite side of the body now. Great. Inhale, back through to reverse warrior. Exhale, flowing through. Great, one more time, inhale. And exhale back through. Lovely, come back through to warrior 2. Straighten out that front leg, come to standing. And this time, yes, both toes go out towards the sides of the mat again. And we're going to come back to our goddess pose. So again, find the distance that feels good for you. Bend into the knees, find the position that feels good, maybe again sway side to side. Find that natural, intuitive motion, rhythm within the body. As we loosen up the hips a wee bit more again. If it feels good, you can even do some cat-cows here around and through the spine. Exhale, push the tailbone away. Exhale to round and press the tailbone away. Lovely. Come and find some stillness. Squatting down into your goddess pose. Bring your hands back into that yoni mudra. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale as we open the arms, cactus the arms open. Bring the hands to meet at the bottom. Inhale. Draw the arms up. Exhale. Inhale one last time. Exhale to open. Lovely. Come and stand up. Ooh. Shake off the hips. You can feel that energy building up in that goddess position. Great. From here, we're going to come back to our Skandasana now, to the right hand side. And again, so we're going to bend into the right knee, making sure that knee's going over the toes. Again, your Skandasana could be here, and that's fine. However, if you want to challenge your hips a bit more, come down to full Skandasana. Again, don't worry if that heel comes off the ground. Bring the hands to the heart center. or for a little bit more balance, fingertips to the floor. Lovely, breathe here. Nice, come and pivot onto our right foot there. Back, ball of the foot, sorry, the left foot. Pivot onto the ball of the left foot. And lower the knee down, come to that low lunge. Inhale, draw the arms up again. Low lunge. Lovely, exhale, bring the hands down to frame that foot. And then just shuffle that right leg back to meet the left. Come and sit your hips back towards your heels. Take the knees a little bit wide and then drop the chest down to the floor. Come into child's pose. Reaching the arms out nice and long towards the mat if that feels nice. Find about 3 breaths here just to kind of catch your breath again. Feel the energy, feel the breath moving through the body. Think about trying to sit the heels as close to the hips as possible. Maybe pressing the hands into the mat to get that leverage there. One more breath here. And as you exhale, start to rise up. You can slide the hands a little bit closer to you. But as you come up, I want you to round through the spine and come into a cat position here. And as we inhale, I want you to drop the hips forward, taking the gaze and chest forward, come to cobra. Nice. From here, I want you to send the tailbone up and back away from you, coming into cow pose. Sending the hips back, all the way back, dropping the belly, and then drawing the hips towards the heel. Back to a modified child's pose. Inhale as we rise up again, rounding through that spine. Dropping the hips forward, drawing the heart space forward, shoulders away from the ears, nice long neck there. Take the gaze up in our cobra, and then drawing the hips back towards the heels again. Great, exhaling all the way back. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale to rise all the way up, coming into cat pose. As we inhale, continue to move the hips forward. Draw the chest forward and open. And then as we exhale, send the tailbone back, dropping the belly, finding that cow pose. And then drop the hips all the way back to the heels. One more time. Inhale to rise up. Exhale. Inhale, draw the head up. Exhale, send the hips back towards the heels. And then finally, finding child's pose one more time. Okay, one more breath here. And then as you exhale, come and sit back up. We're going to shift ourselves around to come and sit on the mat. So just whatever way you get there, so absolutely fine. Spin your legs round and just come and adjust your sit bones again. Again, come and find that block that you had at the beginning that you were sitting on if you struggle to keep a long spine. So we're not rounding into the lower back here, because for these next couple of poses, it's very important to have that nice elongation through the spine, finding length through the bottom of the tailbone there. So bring both legs out in front of you, and you're just going to bend the left knee and then bring that left foot to meet the inside of that right thigh there. So we're coming to a single leg forward fold here, so half butterfly. So you'll probably find that you naturally sort of twist your torso to look over the center of this left leg here over the shin. So I want you to just gently turn yourself so you're looking directly down this right leg here. We're going to inhale, draw the arms up, helping to find that link through the spine. As we exhale, come and fold over this right leg. Now hands can just come to the thigh, the shin, the mat, wherever the hands fall is fine. If you can grab a hold of that right foot, that's perfectly fine too. Lovely. Find length through the spine. Inhale as we draw the chest up, and as we exhale, fold a little bit deeper into the hip creases. We're going to try and keep the chest, the collarbones open. So if you find that you're rounding through the shoulders here, because you're struggling to reach for that foot, just back it up a wee bit. Come and bring the hands to the shins. Come and bring the torso up off the leg a little bit more. And breathe. Find length on the inhale. Exhale as you maybe fold a little bit deeper into that hip crease there. Even maybe bring some focus to this left knee as well. If you find it's bouncing up, see if you can send it down and away to the floor, opening up through that left hip as well. Great, one more breath here. Inhale to find that length, and exhale, fold a little bit more forward. Lovely. Inhale, come all the way back up, nice long spine. From here, I want you to take this left hand and place it behind your left hip. You're going to push your weight up and forward and come onto balance on this left shin, As we push the hips up and forward, come and find a mini wild thing. Reaching that right arm up and back. Exhale to drop the hips down again. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to come down. One last time. Inhale to rise up. Pressing the hips forward, send that chest up to the sky, reach that right arm up and back, take a breath here, and exhale, come back down. Lovely. This time you're going to extend the left leg out along the mat, bend that right knee and bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Adjust the sit bones if you need to. Again, spinning our torso, so we're looking directly over this left leg. Inhale to draw the arms up. And exhale to fold over your left leg. Now it's okay to keep a slight bend in the knee if that feels much better for your hamstrings. But again, take the option for you. One side always feels a little bit tighter than the other. Perfectly normal. Inhale to find that length again, opening the chest, opening the collarbones, long spine. Exhale to fold a little bit deeper each time. And again, think about sending that right knee now down to the floor. Great. Maybe massage the foot while you're there. Inhale, one more breath, long spine. Exhale to fold. Lovely. Inhale, just bring your torso back up. Take the right hand behind the right hip this time. Inhale, push the hips up and forward. Reach the left arm up and back. Mini wild thing. Reach the arm as back as you can. Exhale to come down. Inhale, push the hips up and forward. Finding a nice little flow for you. Inhale, up and back, finding a breath here, hold for a breath, inhale, press the chest up to the sky, and then exhale, come and bring the hips back down to the earth. Nice one. Now we're going to extend both legs out in front of us in Dandasana. Reach the arms up, exhale, fold forward now. Just allow the spine to round this time. Drop the head. Just make sure the knees, the legs together are internally rotated though, so they're not just relaxing out to the sides. But just allow the spine to relax, allow the head to drop, jaw to soften, shoulders to soften. Taking a breath here. Maybe rotate the ankles if that feels nice, if you find some energy in the feet. Great, one more breath. And then gently start to roll up. Come and shift the hips forward down the mat a little bit. And then gently roll down onto the mat. Knees are still bent, feet on the floor. Come and bring the hands down beside the body here. We're just going to do a couple of bridge poses just to finish off here. So grounding the feet into the mat. See if we can find an even weight distribution in the feet there as we press the feet into the mat. Draw the hips up to the sky, rolling through the spine, drawing the chest up to the sky. Exhale to roll all the way back down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale to rise up again. Pressing the feet into the mat, drawing the hips and chest forward. Great, exhale to come down. 2 more times. Inhale, press the hips up. Keeping the thighs together, try not to let the legs splail out to the sides. Exhale as we roll down. Great, one last time, press into the feet, draw the hips up, draw the chest up. Maybe bring the shoulder blades together for this last one. Interlacing the fingers below us, pressing the hips up, pressing the chest up and away. Big breath in. Exhale, you can release and lower down. Lovely. Allow the legs to just release from out underneath you. Maybe they fall out to the sides a little bit more. The arms come and rest beside you on the mat there. And just find the natural rhythm to your breath again. Allow your body to settle down. Feel that energy, the flow of prana running through the body, that blood circulating. And bring your attention again to the pelvis, your lower two chakras, the root and the sacral chakra. Maybe even bring your hands into that yoni mudra again, thumb and pointer fingers together, create this diamond shape, and just rest that just in front of your sort of lower belly and pubic bone there. And just breathe in a nice long breath again. Think about reaching that breath to the top of the head, and as we exhale, draw the breath down to the pelvic floor and gently lift the pelvic floor as we exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, release the pelvic floor, draw that breath up to the top of the head, and exhale, squeezing and drawing up the pelvic floor. And then 1 more time, just in your own time with your own breath. Lovely. Release the hands back down to the earth. Come back to that natural rhythm. And we'll just pause here for a few breaths. Before the mind starts to wander into other thoughts, bring a little bit of movement to the body, wiggle the fingers and toes. Gently start to move. Maybe you feel good bending the knees and then just rocking them from side to side, inviting that gentle movement into the body. And just in your own time, nice and slowly and mindfully, start to sit back up onto your mat. Whether you're cross-legged or the legs stay in front is up to you. We'll take one last stretch as we reach the arms all the way up and around overhead. Bringing the hands to meet at the top. Exhale as we draw the hands through into Anjali Mudra in front of our heart space there. We can drop our chin to the chest and just give yourself some thanks and gratitudes for today, for showing up to your practice, for connecting to your feminine energy, your yoni shakti. And I'll leave you here with an Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. To make sure you don't miss out on any future videos, then please subscribe and hit that bell icon to receive your notifications of when I next post. Don't forget to also like this video, hit that little thumbs up icon and share this with family and friends. This allows my channel to grow, meaning that I can continue to create free and high quality content for you. However, if you would like to donate, I have popped a little donations link in the caption box below. Until next time, take care, sending you all much love, gratitude and serenity. Namaste.